Hello Gemini and welcome to your reading. This is a reading for all those who have a Gemini sun sign, Gemini moon sign, Gemini ascendant. We're taking a look at your current energy, and some of you could have just stepped into it, some of you could be in the midst of it, and some of you could be towards the end of experiencing these energies. See how these energies vibe with a situation you're currently experiencing, or anything which is on your mind. See how it matches, see what works for you, see how it resonates, see how it adds up. Go through the reading and just take what feels right, whatever guidance feels right to you. Let's start the reading for Gemini. We'll start by taking a look at your past, which is the Queen of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so the past shows Gemini that you have been you have put in a lot of this is very mature energy. Queens are mature energy, which has you've come into a certain position, a certain status, a certain power, a certain independence, and a certain amount of it's like having acquired in the recent past a certain rank, status, position, which talks of wealth, which talks of power, which talks of authority, right? Something regarding your work, maybe. So whatever work you were doing, you were on the top of that in terms of energy. You knew exactly what to do. You were quite an inspiration for yourself too. You kind of had it in you, had that energy in you that you can do whatever you set out to do. And with that energy you accomplished a lot for yourself in terms of wealth, in terms of resources, in terms of status and independence for yourself. The ability, the financial independence, let's say, to live a life the way you want to, have a wonderful, these cards are talking of abundance, big way. Having driven yourself, motivated yourself to work, to put in effort, to get all these money and all this money and all these resources and all this status for yourself, Gemini. That is what you've been experiencing in the past, and comes with the money comes a certain standing in society, a certain status, a certain rank, certain accomplishments, which are all very good, brilliant, and it's like having coming to your own as well, Gemini. Not only in the eyes of others, but for yourself also, you've accomplished a lot. This is your past. Let's see what's in your present. Five of Wands. There is some kind of conflict and struggle. Princess of Swords, and you've got Princess of Pentacles. So there is some kind of conflict which is in your mind regarding let's see what this Pentacles is about. What this Five of Wands is about. Why are you in a conflict? I think you are what I'm getting actually is that you have a lot of doubts about you've reached this far, but you doubted whether it is going to be with you. You doubt the process which brought you here. You doubt the abilities which brought you here. You sometimes are not very convinced and confident in the way things have turned out for you. You have done very well, Gemini, in the recent past regarding something, but these are cards of sabotaging your own energy through words and through getting into a conflict with yourself. So why is this Five of Wands here in your present? Let's take get a little guidance as to what is this Five of Wands about. Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, and you've got the Nine of Swords. Okay, so Knight of Cups. So having what you have accomplished, you know you've achieved a lot in the physical in physical terms, but emotionally and this is young restless energy, knight of cups as well as knight of swords. There is something you are not being honest with yourself about. There is something which is causing you a lot of stress. I think there is some inner dialogue which is happening, an inner dialogue related to how you are feeling about this, which you are not acknowledging for yourself. That is why you're getting into this conflict of five of swords, because you've got the princess of sword, which is the page of swords, as well as the knight of swords. They it is swords are basically your communication, and the knight of cups is somebody who is not very who's held back as far as emotions go. I think you're not talking to yourself in a very nice manner. Something about having accomplished something is fine, but emotionally you're not comfortable with this. I would say yes, whatever success you have accomplished, you are not emotionally comfortable. At the thought level, you keep sabotaging all what you have accomplished, Gemini. I don't know why, because it's causing you a lot of stress in your mind, whereas one would be very happy having accomplished all of this. Maybe for some of some of you having accomplished so much, you're still by yourself, because nine of pentacles is a card, it shows a single person. So having got so much, you feel that maybe having spent so much time and effort in all of this, you have got a lot for yourself, but you're still alone, and maybe this kind of loneliness bothers you. It could be that, it could be other aspects regarding what you have achieved, and whatever you have achieved, somehow you're not accepting it emotionally, you don't feel very happy about it. You stay too much in your thoughts, you know uh, uh, regarding all what you have achieved. Emotionally you don't feel very happy with what you have achieved, and even at the thought level you keep let's say you kind of talk yourself down once in a while regarding all what you have got or all what has happened. So at the physical level, there is lots to be happy and successful about, but internally this kind of success is keeping you awake at night. There is something about this success which has disturbed you emotionally, and it has disturbed you in your thoughts. It is not, it is a happiness and accomplishment at the surface level, but this kind of accomplishment does not feel good to you. You talk yourself down, you talk yourself out of it, you probably feel you're not worthy of it, or you may be feeling that this was just a fluke. Something about it is not at peace within. Maybe how things panned out, maybe the end result, maybe at the end all you got plenty, but whatever you got, you don't feel very happy with it. You keep having a whole lot of other thoughts regarding this, which cause you a lot of anxiety. There is a certain process through which we reach over here. There could be different things about this process which apply to all of you, to each one of you, and whatever is whatever that thing is for each one of you, there is something about it which is disturbing you. There is something about it which does not make you happy. There is something about it which you don't talk to yourself nicely about. That is what your present is. And we've got the princess of pentacles over here, which talks of you need to kind of start doing something about these kind of emotions and thoughts, because at the physical level it's all very good, it looks brilliant, but now you need to start doing something to heal yourself emotionally and at the thought level. That is what you need to do, because princess of pentacles is the page of pentacles. It's all about starting something new, it's about studying something new. So now that you've reached this position, you need to put in your time and effort into clearing up whatever emotions and thoughts you have which disturb you about your success and accomplishment. Maybe you've come into a lot of money, but you know how did you reach whatever happened which gave you a lot of money, something about that does not make you feel very happy. It bothers you a lot in thought. You keep thinking about certain aspects of how you got this much, and that is what is disturbing you. So now it would be a good time to spend your effort in resolving all these things emotionally and mentally for yourself. Let's get a little guidance for you. Hanged Man. You need to take a whole new perspective on all what has happened, Gemini. All what has transpired, you need to see it from a different perspective, maybe from a 180-degree turn. You look at this person, this is actually the standard position, the way we all are, but it has turned around 180. His head was here, now his head is here. So you need to change the way you are looking at this situation in the past. Maybe it is not, when you start looking at it differently, you will get a different perspective which will make you feel very good, which will bring about an end to all the anxious thoughts you have. Six of Pentacles. Okay, so I think it is okay, fine, let me complete the Seven of Wands. So there has been a fair balance in terms of let's say money and resources. Some things has been balanced out. You got a lot because you deserve it, right? That is why we've got the Six of Pentacles here. So you must not say that Seven of Wands is to put in effort and ward off the you kind of feel threatened with these six swords, and that's why you're using yours. You are on a higher plane where you can defend yourself very well. So what you are doing is you need to stop defending yourself as to why you got all this. You have come into something, you have got some kind of money, you've got a windfall maybe, or some kind of settlement, or some kind of ancestral money, property. You've come into some kind of financial gain, Gemini, that is for sure. But you are not very happy with all what you have got. Maybe you had to there's always this exchange which comes in Six of Pentacles. So you give some, you win some, and you lose some. Maybe you are in that situation where you have won something but you've lost something, and what you have lost, you're trying to balance it out, and that is what is disturbing you mentally and emotionally. That why you had to why is it that you get something only when you have to give away something, or it's like win some, lose some, that kind of a situation. So stop defending this situation. What was meant for you came your way, right? Because that's why everything happens when the universe permits it. So there was something which got permission from the universe, and this entire thing came to you. So you should not it would be a good idea not to good idea to just to accept it rather than defend a situation, or to keep defending what went away and what came your way. You have to find that balance, and you have to get a new perspective to this entire situation. See it differently. Start seeing it as a fair balance. You personally might be finding this balance a little unfair, but that is what you need to work on. Princess of Pentacles, start working on looking at this entire situation very differently. Then you will stop defending yourself, you will stop defending other people, you will stop defending a situation, and you will accept it. It was meant for you, that is why it came to you. So that acceptance will take a little time. That is what you need to work on, and then you will be able to see things differently, which will be easier for you to accept. The core card being here, Six of Pentacles, it was meant for you, that is why it came to you. So just start seeing this thing in another perspective. What is your outcome? You've got Eight of Swords, and you've got the World. You have it again confirms that swords are not so close to you that you cannot maneuver, you cannot move. There is enough gap between these swords, especially for you to come out of this situation. So you can come out of this confusion and put an end to it. We've got the World card over here. Only when you start looking at it differently, you start putting in the effort to try and see this entire situation in a different perspective. So a good idea would be to start writing down how all the possible thoughts which come to you regarding this. Start sifting through them, and then you will see a certain you will see a certain interlinking of your thought process, and which will say that yes, this is also one way of looking at the situation. It's all about your own perspective, Gemini. If you can bring about a little change in looking at the way things are, the whole thing will be a lot more peaceful. There will be a lot of peaceful acceptance to what has come your way. So let's get a little guidance for you, and there is no doubt you can come out of this situation. It is very obvious because the outcome card is the World card, which is the completion card of this cycle. So you have all the capability of putting an end to this anxiety for yourself, this feeling trapped. You just need to change your situation. How you do it, that is going to be different for all of you, depending on all the modalities you have picked up and you are familiar with and you work with. Use any one of them to get a different viewpoint on this thing, and you will be able to give a closure to this anxiety and restlessness, and feel happy for what you have got, and not defend yourself that about having got so much in perfect harmony. So yes, you are in flowing very beautifully with the energy, no doubt, and it is all going to work out very well. This is going to be a beautiful conclusion when you start seeing this entire thing from a different perspective. You will be very happy, grateful for what you have got, rather than be anxious and troubled for what you did not get. That is what the harmony is. There is a little disharmony right now because you're seeing things only from one perspective. Start seeing the entire situation from more than one perspective to get your balance, and then you will see how beautifully everything has worked out. The harmony card is basically about beauty and harmony. Harmony is what that everything fits together very well. Everything is complements everything, and when you see how the situation is complementing you and you are complementing the situation, that is when the harmony will come. That is when you're going to be in perfect alignment with what the universe has decided to give you, Gemini. Yeah, storyteller, and you've got a beautiful uncaging. I think I just mentioned that if you start writing about all of this, the clarity will come to you. Your heart will be free of whatever is keeping you trapped. So do write down your thoughts about the situation. Write down everything which comes. Why I'm saying write it down, because what you have written today, it's not it's very difficult to remember everything you have thought of today. When you write it down, you have proof of everything what you thought of. You wouldn't have missed out a single thought. And over a period of time, as you keep reading what you wrote even 2 days, 3 days back, you will start seeing a new storyline coming out for yourself regarding this particular event. And that is when you're going to be, your heart is going to be free of all this anxiety. You will really start feeling happy for what you have accomplished. Right now, that happiness and what you've got, it makes you feel uncomfortable. You're not able to accept it wholeheartedly because you're not too happy with it. When you start writing about it, that happiness will come. That, and the happiness only comes with acceptance. You need to accept that what you have got, the universe has decided it for you. It's just a question of accepting. The acceptance will come when you start sharing all your thoughts on paper. Read it, reread it, reread it. It'll all give you a new perspective on things, and then you'll be free of this anxiety and really be happy with what has come your way, Gemini. Right, so with that, I'll wrap up your reading. If you liked the content, do subscribe to the channel for regular updates. Thanks for watching.